Hey, I'm Tony Estrada from Song Revolution, down in Atlanta for the carnival. When you want to watch the best in soca, you watch at CultureShare with G.B.T.V.
Yes, the sweet music of Calypso Rose with one of the tracks from her latest CDs, Pump Up the Bass. This is where the action is. This is time to be happy once again, neighbor. This is CultureShare. Put all of your inhibitions aside and enjoy the sweet Kai Soca rhythms for the next hour. I am Harold PYSADEE. Action number one comes from the Road March King of TNT 1994. This is Bonnet Henry. We know him as Preacher. And this is a Raga Soca. This is Dance Hall Soca.
You got to left foot, time to left. Come on, let me. Hey, hey, hey. Move it round in a circle. Let's do the soca bogo. Move it round in a circle. Let's do the soca bogo. Dance up, let me see your hand in the air. Dance up, bend your back and set up, fling back. Dance up, you got to left foot, time to let go. Dance up, on the way down. Dance up, soca, charm it up, have no soca, charm it up. She's making she said just so good. Teaching me to dance the bogo. Lord, them children, them tell me. Them really just tell me. Them DJ, them tell me. That they love this style. Dance up, let me see your hand in the air. Dance up, bend your back and set up, fling back. Dance up, you got to left foot, time to let go. Dance up, come on the way, dance. Move it round in a circle. Let's do the soca bogo. Move it round in a circle. Up close. Let's do the soca bogo. Hey, dance up, let me see your hand in the air. Dance up, bend your back and set up. Dance up, kick on the left foot, time to let go. Dance up, come on the way, dance. Dance up, soca, charm it up, charm it up. Up close. This a one, you got your foot and down. This a one, spin your roll and down. This a one, bend your back, bending up your hand. Soca bogo, preacher man, time to jam. Song rep, it's the band. This year one and we go number one. Make them have to sing up their hand. We come first and them come second. Ask me what the beat up.
Let's do this circle.
Lord, move it. Let's do this circle. Hands up. Everybody hands up. Everybody hands up. Everybody hands up. Say circle. Circle. Put up your hands up, people. Put up your hands up. Put up your hands up, people. Butterfly, butterfly, let me. Butterfly, butterfly. Butterfly, butterfly. Move it from me, let's do this. Let me see a butterfly here. Butterfly, let me do the butterfly. Butterfly, God, have mercy, have mercy. Move it from me, let me see a snake. Some of them are wiggle, some of them are shake. Some people go dance and do the rattlesnake. Some of them are wiggle, some of them are shake. Lord have mercy. Respect.
Anytime, brother. Yeah, that's Preacher Dancehall Soca at the Metro Toronto Convention Centre, Canada. All happening on CultureShare. Our next group is special to the CultureShare family. You see, from the beginning of the program, they traveled, and that's by driving. They drove all the way from Detroit, Michigan to perform on the show. Today they are 4 years old, 2 albums, and have performed with the big names in the calypso business, people like the Mighty Sparrow and Arrow. Most of the members come from the Leeward Islands in the Caribbean. They go by the name of Universal Expression, and this is their special soca video. This is called Whip Whap. Not Whoop Whap. This is Whip Whap.
For this one you have to have X amount of flexibility, man. Rough. Oh yeah, hey, oh yeah, oh yeah, hey. Come on, oh yeah. The session talk and the party real hot. Both are baby all tropical but me a talk to stout and a hold me corner. Me heart give a beat just to see what I want, yeah. Lord, so me na boom boom shot and there's the juke, the pony printer and the Catman suit, expressing the body, them a model pan me, flexing the body to the new dance style. I put wide, like they're ready to ride. This side, that side, this side, that side. Me tell a whip, whip and whop, whop. I whip, whop, whip, whop, whip, whop. Step a whip, whip and whop, whop. I whip, whop, whip, whop. Now you bend your back, roll it up. Me say bend your back, roll it up. Now you bend over, I work it sweeter. Bend over, I work it sweeter. Me tell you whip, whip and whop, whop. I whip, whop, whip, whop. Me say whip, whip and whop, whop. I whip, whop, whip, whop. Lord. Hey, hey, this a new style, gone crazy. Some may call it dry contact sex, but it's just an emotional sort of flex. The fellas and Me tell you whip and wap, a whip wap whip wap. Me say fi whip and wap, a whip wap whip wap. Me say fi bend your back, roll it up. Come bend your back, roll it up. Now you bend over, I work up sweeter. Bend over, I work it sweeter. Me tell you whip and wap, a whip wap whip wap. Whip and wap, a whip wap whip wap. Dig it, dig it, dig it.
All massive and get ready for this one style.
Lord, I scream grace, that the winery. The way the girl them a flex them body, I like the only rooster in the backyard. I me a bigger pictures cause I got set me glad. Lord, so me some feed you things me have to dribble. When they do the butterfly and the bubble, all eyes and the fancy, and them a run things with the whip wap style. Whip and wap, a whip wap whip wap. Me say fi whip and wap, a whip wap whip wap. Me say fi bend your back, roll it up. Me tell you bend your back, roll it up. Now you bend over, I work it sweeter. Bend over, I work it sweeter. We gon' whip.
Universal Expression, Whip Wap, made up mostly of Catitians they are, and based in Detroit, Michigan, all happening on CultureShare. We're on the pulse of the Kaisoka beat. Don't go nowhere, stay right there, we'll be back.
Inspector sprung along and me.
I want the barbecue, man. One of the barbecue.
Today we having a party. I even see in shadow also. So we go party till tomorrow. I want you to tell them, picture over here, picture over there, picture here, picture everywhere. We having a happy time, having a nice time. Picture to the left.
Now, a good Kaisonian will always remain a good Kaisonian, right? And we all know that Shadow is a good Kaisonian, right? Well, so great is Shadow works that other Kaisonians sing it. Let's hear what and look at what Ellsworth James did to Shadow's Play the Devil in Canada.
Long ago in Tobago, the carnival was so loud. Was Cranty Jack Jam and Devil. They came down to Lucky too. They came from Cologne with horns on their head. One name Egyptian, the eyes always red. One Abbasida, a hero of man, portraying Lucifer, the fucking evil. Everybody, bang, 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 bang. Walk about and cry, the devil down there, and you have to pay. Pay the devil, pay the devil, pay the devil, pay the devil. Hey, hey. Mama, I hear a rumble. I see them coming down, oh Lord. The children begin to tremble. I see them coming down. The crowd start to scatter. It's getting warm. All in the gutter. They don't care matter. Crowd start to free up. It's getting warm. Getting to jump up. They learning to fly. Bang, 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 bang. Walk about and cry, the devil down there, and you have to pay. Pay the devil, pay the devil, pay the devil, pay the devil. I used to love the rhythm. When I hear them coming down, oh Lord, oh what a sweet vibration. The baby drum. Can't find the drummer. I have to go now to help my grandfather look after the cow. I can't find a helper, but to turn them to wood, to turn them to beat. Bang, 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 bang. If you're bad, don't die. Walk about and cry. The devil down there, and you have to pay. Pay the devil, pay the devil, pay the devil, pay the devil. Oh yeah. Come there and tell them. All right.
A little boy, they got a Roy, accusing me. Well, seriously, he said he feel that I just feel. I asked him why. You tell me why. You tell me pay the devil. Pay the devil. Pay the devil. Pay the devil. Pay the devil.
Trini, Canadian based soca bard Ellsworth James with Shadows Play the Devil, and of course getting some help from Derek of Sound Revolution doing a little work on Shadows Obia, all happening on CultureShare. From Canada in the north, we go to the south of the Caribbean, down to Trini Soca Land, and this is the Orson Welles of soca, I call him. You'll understand what I'm talking about when you see the way he dresses. Ronnie McIntosh at Crosby's Music Center, St. James, Trinidad, and this is Put Your Hand.
Raise up your hand, raise up your hand, raise up, raise up, raise up your hand. Put up your hand, run it, come in. Hold on. Yes, man. Move on, somebody. Dead and die. Yes, man. Ice, on your cold, on your hot. Let me jump. Boom, body, bam, day. 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 Hear me now. I don't care where you're from. Everybody welcome what? Come for carnival. Come for carnival. I don't care if you're rich. I don't care if you're poor. What? Come for carnival. I can't hear you. Come for carnival. Hey. Massive action, celebration. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air. Everybody, time to back. What you do? Put it. Put your hand where you're feeling sweet and wine to the beat. Oh gosh, wine to the beat. I say, wine to the beat. I tell you, put your hand where you're feeling sweet and wine to the beat. Everybody, go down low. In the party, massage your big toe, massage your elbow, massage your leg, massage your head, massage your boomsy, massage your belly, massage your chest, massage your rest. Balam, balam, balam. Say just bossy. Oh yo yo yo, oh yo yo yo. Balam, 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 balam. Ready? Oh yo yo yo. Say just bossy. Let me see your flag. Wave your flag. Yes, man. Fitness boy. Till and die. Show me it. No. Money someday. Money someday. Money someday. Money someday. Money someday. Yes, man. Next one. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. Tell me. I can't hear you. I don't care if it's day. I don't care if it's dark night. Sing it. Come for carnival. Happy, just like what? Put your hands in the air, put. Hey, everybody, giant to toy. See, I said put it. Put your hand where you're feeling sweet and wine to the beat. Wine to the beat. I said wine to the beat. I tell you, put your hand where you're feeling sweet and wine to the beat. Everybody go down. Everybody. Massage your big toe, massage your elbow, massage your leg, massage your head, massage your boomsy, massage your belly, massage your chest, massage the rest. Balang, 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 balang. Oh yo yo yo, oh yo yo yo. Balang, 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 balang. What's this one? What's this one? I know they're feeling sweet. I know they're feeling sweet. Sing it up, Anaya, sing it. Massage me, I'm feeling sweet, massage me. Yeah, man. After 4, we gonna take a jump and wave. Watch it. After 4, we gonna jump and wave. Watch it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, jump, 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 jump. Everybody put your hand, raise up your hand, raise up your hand, raise up your hand. Oh man! Hello! Jump! St. James! I can't hear you! St. James, say yeah! Say yeah!
if you're hot. I don't care if you're cold. Sing. I can't hear you. I don't care if you're young. I don't care if you're old. What? Carnival Day, mass from Juve. Put your hands in the air, put. Hey, Soca City, big. What you do? 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 Come.
Put your hand where you're feeling sweet and
Wine to the beat. Wine to the beat. Master, wine to the beat. I tell you, put your hand where you're feeling sweet and wine to the beat. Everybody go down. You go down. Massage your big toe.
The nimble-footed Ronnie McIntosh on CultureShare. Oh, by the way, you know that Ronnie played hockey for his Trinidad and Tobago, so he's quite a sporting enthusiast. CultureShare on the pulse of the Kai Soca beat, and we'll be back.
In fact, at the Regional Cultural Council of CARICOM, I moved a motion, which I hope the ministers accept, that we must brainwash our children before the year 2000. So as we have to brainwash these children to understand, to brainwash them into culturally, so they'll understand the impact of Caribbean culture and fortify themselves and prepare themselves for the onslaught of foreign cultures. Only when they are fortified with Caribbean culture, then they can stand up to the onslaught of foreign cultures. And this will definitely need that in the Caribbean. But to brainwash our children, we have to start not just in our schools, but all community centers. Every island in the Caribbean, the governments of the islands of the Caribbean has got to take it as a priority that we must culturally brainwash these children. Because our children, especially children who in the States, children in England, they are in the horns of a dilemma because they are neither English nor Caribbean. So they're in problems. So they have got to understand their roots. And if the parents give up that roots, you could imagine what's going to happen to children in London and children in New York, etc. We have got to start. And the Caribbean is the place to start it.
The West Indies cricket team continue to be the top test play nation, and now with their new batting sensation Brian Lara seems to be unstoppable. Lara is the highest scorer in test cricket, scoring 375, breaking Sir Gary Sobers' record that was held since 1956. And now Brian Lara is the highest scorer in first-class cricket, scoring 501 runs, playing for Warwickshire in the English County Championship, breaking the old record that was held by Hanif Mohammed of Pakistan. So Brian Lara is a part of the West Indies team that continue to be one of the greatest manifestation of Caribbean integration. So according to Calypsonian David Rudder, we must all rally around the West Indies.
Here come the West Indies. Here come the West Indies. Them bad boys gonna bring you to your knees. Here come the West. Everybody sing. Here come the West Indies. Here come the West Indies. Them rude boys gonna get you by degrees. Here come the West Indies. Well, the king had a dream. It was a mighty scheme. They devised a game by which they could always rule. They could always rule. So when they finished with the felonies, right through the colonies, well, this game called cricket was the ace in the hand, but today they're back in the school. Everybody sing, here come the West Indies. Here come the West Indies. Them rude boys gonna get you by degrees. Here come the West Indies. Everybody sing, here come the West Indies. Here come the West Indies. Them bad boys gonna bring you to your knees. Here come the West Indies. And when you're facing the generals, nearly every ball is a funeral. And when we bat the brother, go and put your men on the boundary line. And if you give we a liquor, that is merely a hiccup. Look, you win the little battle, you lose the war. You see, same result every time. Heaven knows, here come the West Indies. Here come the West Indies. Them rude boys gonna get you by degrees. Here come the West Indies. I tell you now, here come the West Indies. Here come the West Indies. Them bad boys gonna bring you to your knees. Here come the West Indies. Special request to the Trinity Posse. And what about the Grenada Posse? The Visson and Quilla Posse. And what about the Guyana Posse? And what about the Bajan Posse? And what about the Antigua Posse? And what about the Jamaica Posse? Ease it down, ease it down, ease it down, ease it down. Give me some light in the house. We all know what happened to the cricket recently, yeah? We got a world record. I was there. I was there when Curtly Ambrose bowled down the whole of England for 46 runs too. So Caribbean people, if there's one thing we have going for us is the cricket team, and everybody know that. All the divisions, the cricket team bring everything together, and the music. The two great forces in Caribbean history today, sport and culture. So we're gonna blend them together now. Let me see all the Jamaicans, all the Bajans. Wait, you know what I'm gonna do? All the West Indians, come. All the West Indians. Good, good. Now, to the Americans, cricket to us is like baseball to you. The only difference is, baseball is like checkers. Cricket is definitely chess. That's the only difference. So I want everybody to sing with me right now. Come on. Here come the West Indies. Here come the West Indies. Them bad boys gonna bring you to your knees. Here come the West Indies. Everybody sing what? Here come the West Indies. Here come the West Indies. Take down the music. I want to hear the people sing. I want to hear the people sing. You ready to sing with me? All right. Now we're going to start a little hoot nanny first, you know, so I want everybody to get a group together. Come on. Here we go. Here come the West Indies. Here come the West Indies. Them bad boys gonna bring you to your knees. Here come the West Indies. Everybody sing. Them rude boys gonna get you by degrees. Here come the... Well, you could bring Sri Lanka, New Zealand or India. You could smoke a little herb, be absurd. We'll even lend you a beach. You could bring South Africa, or talk big like Australia. Man, it's licks like fire and you're bound to surrender. Practice while you preach. Everybody sing. Here come the West Indies. Here come the West Indies. Them bad boys gonna get you by the breeze. Here come the West Indies. One more time. Here come the West Indies. Here come the West Indies. Them rude boys gonna bring you to your knees. Here comes the West Indies. Forever. Yeah.
David Rudder in top form on CultureShare. Well, you know that David Rudder is a top-class Calypsonian and continues to make an indelible impression on the art form. Well, in New York City, we met once again and decided to have a chat with each other. And I began by asking David if he thinks that maybe one day he may be a bit scared of losing that creative juice.
I don't feel that the creative juice will ever leave me, simply because I follow what comes to me, you know, and that's what I put back out, you know. And it's like each of my songs are like my children, so it's like a special thing. Each has its special place, and I treat it as such, you know. It's not just like creating something for a superficial reason or something like that. It is very, very, very real to me.
David Rudder is on stage and you are singing, you're doing a number, and you look into the eyes and the faces of the audience and you see coming back at you that power of satisfaction on the faces. Does that inspire you?
Well, that's what we work for. You feed off your audience. You give and they give you back. You know, the hardest work you can do is if you're giving and you're not getting back. But that's what it's all about. You know, you go out there and you give, and the more they give you back, the higher you can take it, and that's what it's all about, basically. You know.
What is a bad day in the life of David Rudder?
A bad day. If you I don't know, it's hard because like the way I see it is even the things that appear bad to me, I always look for the reason and what I can get out of it. So it's hard for me to say what a bad day is, you know. The way I turn everything around to sort of strengthen me, you know. So that's a very hard one, you know. Even if you get a non-receptive audience, let's say, I look at it and say, well, why, you know, and if I get an answer to it, then I'm stronger for it, you know. So it's hard to I can't remember a bad day. You know, it's a while. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've been putting this to the Calypsonian so far this year, David, because I'm so concerned about it, to a state of paranoia. Mm-hmm. You know, I think that the media is doing such an injustice to the art form. We're not hearing enough of it. For instance, Trinidad, the land of Calypso, is still complaining that there's not enough of the Calypso being played on the air after Carnival. There is the proliferation of the dancehall, reggae, and American music on the charts. For instance, there's still American Top 40 on the radio stations back in Trinidad. You hear one or two selections from an album. Some people say, oh, that's traditional. In my estimation, the media is there to educate and uplift the mind, so there shouldn't be a time limit on Calypso.
Well, that's what they see when they go home in the little box in their house, you know. Like CNN and MTV and what have you. That's what they see. That's what everyone sees. Your kids, the grown-ups, everyone. And when you have a small, insecure societies, this is what is a danger, because people stop believing in their own vibe. You know, they don't recognize their own strength again. You know, because this thing is coming at them all the time, and you know, a lot of people hide behind those sort of excuses and so on. But I think it's a bit of maybe self-hatred is a too strong a word, but it's something in there that they are almost afraid of their own self. You know, unless someone steps out and does something really extreme, they say, yes, now they step out and say, well, we can identify with that, but that person has to do it on his or her own, you know, as opposed to people just believing in themselves, you know. And it's sad in one way, but on the other hand, like I say, it teaches like what I've learned from it is that I can't really me personally, I never depend on people. I have to do what I have to do, you know, and that is firm in my mind, you know. I don't have to sort of bend to suit a crowd or do this to do that, you know. I just do what I always do, whatever comes to me, whatever I feel, and I'm protected by it because I go home sometimes in October after touring for 6-7 months, and without any idea what I'm going to do, and then suddenly I write 12 songs within 2 weeks, you know, and record them, and you know, it's like, how come, you know? It's because I'm following the vibe, you know, and I try to show that instead of trying to tell people and this and all they must support, I try to just show by just my very actions, and hopefully somebody might pick up on it.
David Rudder on CultureShare. We'll be back.
Preacher, you really could eat. I hear you eat only meat. Long before they cook the food, preacher, boy, you really could eat good. You eat the barbecue, you swallow the bone, it won't even chew. You really could eat. Tell me, how the chicken sweet? It's leg by leg and breast by breast. You eat all your face in a mess.
Let's go on location in Montreal, Canada with Grenada's Inspector, the Eating Better.
I was feeling tired and sleepy. She said, let's go home, Specky. Ay, 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 ay. Woo! Then she opened up the stove as she made. And she telling me, get up and eat. I said, darling, I don't feeling hungry. You know what? She get vexed and explain it to me. Let me tell you that, Inspector. What? The eating better. Make yourself at home. I want to hear you. The eating better. Don't worry about the pepper. Oh no. Your teeth must be sharp as ever. You see? Bend down. Right down. Don't pause. It's yours. I relax and I watching to see the moves she making. Yeah. Mister, why you acting funny? Like you eat somewhere already. Oh yo yo. She say, Andre Donald came in my house before, and he ate up all and begged me for more. That's the only time I go feel so good. Becky, if you only get down on the back, let me tell you that Inspector, make yourself at home, young fella. What? Don't worry about the paper. Oh no, your teeth must be sharp as ever. One girl, bend up, right up, don't play, steady, right up. Woo! Hey, say S O C A, and that's that for. I love the way it's looking, but still I keep on thinking. Woo! My mouth start running water, my whole body start to shiver. She say, you have the whole night so pulling around. Boy, just take your time and it's nothing wrong. I mean, I'm feeling so hot, 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 hot. Tell me if you're going to win the top. Like to show you enough, Inspector. What? Make yourself at home, young fella. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about the paper. Oh no. When you're done, you must remember. Yes, she. Bend down. Right up. Don't play. Steady. Woo! Hey, rock. Get up! I hear some people saying you must put on weight, my darling. Eh? If you only listen to me, you go look like your brother. I say you're talking with sense, but don't find me road. Tangle I want me about it in food. She swell up, she feels like she want to cry. Baby, next time I go make a try. I can show you enough, Inspector. What? You're missing something, young fella. Oh, and after the on the picture, them just come after the mascara. Catch it. Bend up. Right up. Go play.
The versatile Inspector on CultureShare. Let's go now to Soca's James Brown Casey at the Boys and Girls High School grounds in Brooklyn.
She's my lady, my honey, my sugar, my sweetie. Let me hold you tonight. Let me party with you. Let me love you, love you. Let me party.
Yes, that's the Soca Showman, KC, on CultureShare. Well, that's all we have for you this week. Boy, I find this hour getting short, you know. Join us again next time around. And keep the letters coming in, right? Tell us what you think of the program. Keep the smile on your face. Be happy. Free up yourself. And support the Kai Soca Rhythms. See ya.
Long ago in Tobago, the carnival was so loud. Was Cranty Jack Jab and Devil. They came down to Lucky too. They came from Cologne with horns on their head. One name Egyptian, the eyes always red. One Abbasida, a hero of man, portraying Lucifer, the volcano. Everybody, ba 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 ba. Hey, ba 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 ba. Pay the devil, pay the devil, pay the devil, pay the devil. If you ba 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 ba. Walk about and cry, the devil down there, and you have to pay. Pay the devil, pay the devil, pay the devil, pay the devil. Hey, hey. Mama, I hear a rumble. I've seen her coming down, oh Lord. The children begin to tremble. I've seen her coming down. The crowd start to scatter. They's getting warm. All in the gutter. They don't care matter. Crowd start to free up. They're getting warm. They're getting to jump up. They're learning to fly. Back, 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 back. Walk about and cry, the devil down there, and you have to pay. Pay the devil, pay the devil, pay the devil, pay the devil. I used to love the rhythm.